Good morning. It's Friday morning, and guys, I've 2 days and no drone video. I am broke down. Of course, Pearlie, she gets the nice car, the CRV, and I want her to have the reliable car. And I have my 2001 Toyota Camry Hoopty. And it's been a good little car, but it's broke down on me. And what it was doing was it was turning over really easy, but before that it was making some noise up in this portion right here and backfiring, which is not a good sign. So I figured out that it's probably the timing belt, and I was right. Apparently the water pump, which is, hang on just a minute, bear with me. The water pump is right here. I had to take this plastic cover off, but watch the pulley. Look at that. See it moving around? Yeah, it's trashed. The bearings must have went out of the water pump, and when it did that, it put all kinds of slop in the belt. Then the belt ended up skipping a tooth on the cam or the crank, one or the other, and it's out of time. So it's firing when it shouldn't be and not firing when it should be. This is the camshaft right here going through here, cam gear, and this is the timing belt, and this is the tensioner. There's the idler down here and the water pump. Look at that. Goodness sakes. So I will be busy working on this car. I gotta remove the tensioner here and the idler pulley, and then take this belt off, and that's pretty much it. And then I gotta clean up everything, and I noticed a lot of oil, and it's coming from up here, so that's probably the seal on the camshaft. I'll replace that. There's a kit you can buy. It looks like it's going to be like $280 for the kit. But then I need to replace the valve cover gasket on here. That's not real hard. I need to do that because I noticed in the back here, look how oily that is back in there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's very, very oily. And it's supposed to stay dry in this portion. So as you can see, I got my hands full. I'm not going to do a video on repairing it or replacing your timing belt. It's not that difficult as far as brain wise, but physically getting your hands in these areas can be a challenge, but you can do it. Trust me, you can do it. The very first thing I did was took the hood off my car. That gives you a lot more room. And then the second thing was removing this negative cable off the battery. And that's so when you're messing with this alternator, if you touch the hot and ground it on the car, you're going to short out and maybe blow your alternator. And if the battery is not grounded, nothing is going to short out, nothing. But anyway, hood, I recommend taking the hood off. There's 4 bolts on the hood and 1 bolt on each of the cylinders that hold the hood up. So 6 bolts total, and your hood's out of your way. And then disconnect that. And then it's just a matter of removing your alternator, getting it out of the way, the brackets for your top mount on the motor here, dog bone, I guess they call it, and then it's just the plastic covers and the crank gear down at the bottom. But you can do it. I got to get back to work, guys. I'm gonna have to get this thing running. I got to go to work Sunday morning. I need a car. It's starting to get cold here. I can ride the motorcycle. Good old Honda. My little shadow. I love her. But when it gets cold, that's a rough ride. And then if it's raining, it's no fun at all. So I got to get back to work. I want to be flying drones, but that's just going to have to wait. So I'll come back when I get this baby running and let you see it run, and it's about $800, $900 to have this done at the shop. I'd rather, it's $200 in parts, so I'd rather keep the rest of that in my pocket. Hopefully, I'm sure I can get this fixed. So it just takes some time, and I got time. I'll be back as soon as I get it running. Well, guys, I feel like I just got whipped by 12 men, but I started it up before I put the hood and the tire back on it. What I ended up doing was replacing the timing belt. It was the water pump caused it all, but the water pump is run off the timing belt on the Toyota Camry. So I'm tickled to death. There's another do-it-yourself job, and I saved myself probably 600 bucks. And I replaced the valve cover gasket because it was leaking. I replaced all the belts and the water pump, and I'm back in business. She's purring like a kitty. So now I can get back to drone flying. Bump this stuff. I'm serious, I'm a mess. I feel like I got beat up. Well, I will be back with a drone video soon, or me and Pearl will get together and do something. Bye, everybody.